trippiest things that I think about all the time. Did you know that in between a caterpillar turning from a caterpillar into a butterfly, it turns into goo? So the way that you would think about it would be that it would put its chrysalis on and it would sort of transform, right? It would keep its sort of shape and it would sort of like sprout wings. It would sort of morph. No, it completely disintegrates into like a goo and then rebuilds as a new fucking thing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is that some real shit or is that some shit that I would be spitting out?
No, that is real. That is real.
You know what I mean?
I swear to God.
I spit out shit all the time that like isn't
they
necessarily
it sounds like one of those. It sounds like it.
It turns to goo?
They completely like turn into a goo and then reform into a new. Well, yeah, it's gotta be.
Fuck.
And it's not that crazy to think we would know. I guess if you open a chrysalis halfway through, it's just a bunch of goo. It's not like a half caterpillar, half butterfly. There's not a thing.
No, it's not hard to find out. I just never thought about it.
Isn't it a fucking trip? I always would assume that they would sort of morph, keep their
shape,
brain intact immediately.
Push in some wings.
Yeah, some legs pop in, some legs pop out, pop in, some legs pop out, wings pop in.
How it's done in the cartoons and shit. So that's what I felt was normal.
They completely disintegrate into a goo, and then the molecules reform themselves into the butterfly.
Do you know that humans? And I don't necessarily classify myself as human, but you know the humans don't have any sort of like organ or sensory gland to detect moisture, like wetness. It's just an illusion.
That's coldness.
Have you ever sat? Because I realized this, and I listened to a whole thing about it. Have you ever sat on like? When you get into a car and it has the chilled seats setting where you can
I've never seen a chilled seat setting, but that sounds amazing. As a leather seat owning car person.
It's a leather seat, but you can have heated or
I've got the heater. I've never seen chilled. That's amazing.
Anyway, she took me to the doctor in this car and she's like, I'm gonna warn you. It has cold setting. Do you want it on cold? I'm like, yeah, I want some cold. And she's like, well, I'm warning you. It's gonna make it if you never felt it before, you're gonna feel like you're peeing yourself. No shit. She turned on what I wasn't expecting, and I like had to look. I did that thing where you lift yourself up, like
because you felt moist. Because the cold felt like moisture to you. Your brain automatically was like, oh, it's wet here.
You done pissed yourself. I lifted myself up. I was like, oh my god. It was
that why
once you realize
we think little puppy and kitty cat noses are cold because they're wet? Right? Are they not really cold? Are they just wet? And we're not used to touching a wet nose, so we're like, oh, it's cold. I think so.
You just discovered some shit. That's some scientist level shit right there, Lisa. I think that's 100%.
I think so. I mean, maybe they are cold, but I don't.
You know what, Lisa? You know how I'm not a scientist? I'm going to present that shit like that's for real from here on out. When anyone asks, I'm going to bring that up as a fun fact. And people are going to... That's just fact now, Lisa.
It's a good way, if it's true especially, it's a good way to put that into perspective, right? Is that you are feeling it as cold, but it's actually just moisture.
Why? Because why would it be cold? It's their nose. My nose isn't cold, but it's moist. My nose
Andy, let me touch your nose. Come here.
Lisa.
I have an actual cold can.
Lisa, hold on. Lisa.
Dude, it's 100% not cold. Because I have a cold, moist can. I have her moist nose. It's not cold. It's just wet.
We went through COVID, Lisa. Do you have one of those? Do you have the temp gun?
I do have a temp gun.
Fucking get the temp gun. Dog nose, man.
Not even a COVID one. It's better. It's like a.
It's like some industrial shit. Yeah. That's like some kitchen shit right there.
Yep, that's what it's for. Annie.
Did you get that from Gordon Ramsay? What's your nose? Do your nose.
Okay, let's do
the average human nose. The average person knows. What do we got? We got 93.5.
Annie.
Right, the cold dog nose.
Wait, and let's do a cold. This is a cold can.
This is
actually cold.
Oh, this is an actual cold.
Right, actually
thing.
Cold and moist.
No, cold and moist.
Yes, we got 54.1.
Fucking dick and balls. What is that? It's like a cock and dick. Sorry. What is it?
54.
All right, that's an actual cold can. What we got? I can't see it. I'll probably be able to.
77.
77.
Not
I
cold.
wonder what an actual dog's temperature is, though, because I wonder if a dog's temperature overall is.
I mean, 77 is not cold.
No, 77.
Touch something 77 degrees. That's not cold. Don't move. I mean, her tummy is 75. And her nose, yeah. Her nose is like, it's pretty much her body temp, according to this bad boy. You, Devin, are 70 degrees. So, like, everything in this room is 70 degrees right now. This table is 67 degrees. My bong is 67 degrees.
A dog's normal body temperature is between 101 and 102.5.
It's hot
Really
here.
high, yeah.
But I'm just saying, I'm taking the temperature
room
of things in this room, and they're about 70 degrees, and her nose is 70 degrees, but her nose feels...
What's room temperature? All right.
Yeah, her nose feels cold to me.
Yeah.
Because it's wet.
Well, yeah.
This table does not feel cold to me because it's not wet, and this table is 2 degrees colder than her nose.
Yeah. Boom.
So we just proved it.
Handled. Told
Just proved it. Proved some shit that science has already proven.
This is 100%. This is proven fact, right? It's science.